Hi. Today let's look at the code of my student database, which is implemented by client and server format. And the main reason of the implementation is using the join operations. Therefore, the student information is stored in two files, one for the marks and other for the personal information. So let's go on, see the format of the input and also try to understand how the output is, and later in the finally we'll understand how I have written the code. So this is the format of the file. This file contains the information of the student marks, and this file contains the information about the personal information. So if I want to tell about the input format, so the first field here is the first name. This is the first name, this is the last name, this is the location of the student, as well as this is the student college acronym, and this is the ID of the student, which is common for both student marks and student info. This is the first marks, second marks, third marks, and this is the total. So let's try to understand the output and how the output is. Later we'll try to look at the code. So this is the client terminal, and this is the server terminal. Okay, so what I have done is I have written a kind of a code which accepts a certain kind of a syntax. So let me explain the syntax of it. So the syntax would be like all. Okay, one second. So the syntax is all dot the operation which you want to perform. Right now the program accepts minimum, maximum, and the average of the marks. So let's try maximum today, and right now on what basis you want to search. So I want to search with first name, so FIR, and dot, and what name you want to search for. So as we have seen in the file, we have a name called ARA. So let's try to look about that name, and also as you can see there are two names with ARA. So let's see what information will be coming. So ARA. So the expected thing will be, so as you can see the client is replied with 330. So let's see, is it right or wrong. This is the student marks, and yeah, this is the marks and this is the student. So Arvind ARA 1 is ID 1 is 300 and ID 2 is 330. So among that the maximum is 330. So as you can see the output is right. So similarly we can perform various other operations, and while after we look at the code, we'll perform one more operation based on location. So this is the starting point of the program. This is a server-side program because the whole information and the processing will be done on the server side itself. So it takes two informations. One is the student marks the text, and other is the student info. Student marks is implemented with BSTs, and student info, what I have done is I have written 3 tries which have keys based on first name, last name, location, as well as acronym. So that is passed here. So insert try will take the first name, last name, and acronym and the location accordingly and put it in the try data structure. So this is to implement a faster data structure and faster access of the memory. Here we are receiving a query from the client, and we send it to the process input function. The process input function passes the query and gives and understands the query whether it is right syntax or not. So as we are using the all keyword as a starter, so we will go to the all, where the all queries are pushed to the different operations at the same time. So if you can see here, the query is passed one by one, and this is the last key, where we give our name like Ara, Raju, Ram, etc. So as you can see, it compares whether it is what we are looking for. So if you are looking for first name, it goes and tries to check in the search try, where it checks in the first try, and as well as the key is the name which we have given, like Ara, Ram, Raju, etc. So after it has found the index, and we will try to look up in the finfo, where finfo is the data structure of arrays, hashed arrays, where we store all the information about the student, as well as the marks of the student. So result will be getting from the aggregate underscore f, and aggregate underscore f takes the first name info and operator which we want to perform. So let's try to go and check what it does. So here it takes the first info and operator. If you want to search for the minimum, it goes to minimum, find the minimum of that, and returns the minimum. So this is how my program processes the inquiry and does the join operation. And join operation is done by storing all the hashed information in the same data structure. My process input does all the job once the program starts. That's it. Thank you.